Hi, my name is Drew, and I'm crazy. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Crazy Drew Runs in Circles for 4 hours for your entertainment pleasure. And hey look, I have one friend online as I'm playing this, and I know exactly who that friend is. That's my friend Mike. And how I know that one friend online is my friend Mike is because
I need friends.
So once again, we are here in Rolling Fields, and we're in the second max den that can be found in Rolling Fields, which of course is den number 3, which, I guess counting is hard. But this is the den with all the rock-type Pokemon in it. So here's a Binacle. That's one of 5 we'll be catching today. I'm also looking for Bonsly, Roggenrola, Dwebble, and in Rare Den 51, Rolycoly. So sorry about the audio quality. Once again, we're recording this on the cheapest video capture device known to man. But I want you to listen to Max Drizzyle's cry here. Blip! That bugs me. Every time I hear it, it's like blip! Yeah, I don't know, it sounds like throwing up or something. Oh yeah, and Binacle knows Fury Cutter because of its little claws. So, of course, when it's Dynamaxed and it uses Fury Cutter, a bunch of butterflies come out and attack me. Alright, you know what we gotta do. We gotta search around and try to find another den so that we can reset these dens and try to get one back here on Den 3. Interestingly, Den 1 from last week was in the very middle, almost dead center of these 5 first areas in the wild area. And so I could see it from almost anywhere. Den 3 is on the edge, and so I wasn't able to see it most of the time. And so I had to run and go and do a den, and then run and see if it worked. And try to find dens that were close, which got frustrating after a while. Nice no damage win there, except for hail, of course. Choodle's new to the team because I evolved my Duttler into Orbeetle last time. And yes, as I am running in between these dens, so as to try to reset all these automatic beams, I will be battling overworld Pokemon for experience, I will be shaking berry trees, and I will be running back and forth and out of my way to try to find that fishing girl. Nope, no fishing girl there. But I am feeling brave enough to take on Diggersby. Diggersby has been really intimidating up until now. Even as high leveled as Drizzile is now, he can take these super effective water type attacks. And it only knows attacking moves, 2 of which lower speed. So it's just been very difficult up until now. Also, look at this double kick animation. It's just hilarious. Like, you've had 3 generations of being in these 3D models, and that's the best you can come up with for these multi-strike moves. So now I do have to issue the epilepsy warning, because as much as I've color corrected this sped up footage, it's a little flashy and a little spinny, so avert your eyes!
Be careful, little eyes, what you see.
There's Den 3. It actually took me half an hour to get another beam to go up on Den 3. So just tons of running around, finding that fishing girl, grabbing these hidden items. Oh, there isn't one right there. But yeah, just took a long, long time. And that's part of this game. So you'll see a little jump right here, where one of my cats jumped up onto the table and disconnected the streaming device. Obviously the game is still going, but my phone is no longer recording. So thanks, John the Catholic. And there's a rare den. That is not Den 3, that is Den 51. And remember, there's only one Pokemon in Den 51 that I want that can't be found in Den 3. Oh, let me grab a thumbnail real quick here. There we go. So, I'm really hoping that this is Rolycoly, and it is not. It's Dwebble. I'm frustrated now. I'm thinking, oh no, this is going to be a non-luck game where I'm just going to be running around trying to get Rolycoly forever. And I was right. But it's not bad that I got Dwebble here, because Dwebble in Den 3 is 10%, and in Rare Den 51 it's actually 35%. So it was actually pretty helpful. I mean, I imagine that it might have taken a long time to get Dwebble just in Den 3. But I will never know, because I got it immediately in Den 51 instead of Rolycoly, and you'll see more of that frustration later. I actually like Dwebble. As I said, I'm into bug-type Pokemon. But Cressel is not a bad Pokemon. You know, not weak to flying, not weak to fire. It's got that weak armor ability, so every time it takes a physical hit, it loses its defense, but it doubles its speed and attack, which is pretty good. And Cressel's attack is decent. You can throw a White Herb on to keep those defenses, but it doesn't really matter after you've already taken damage. But you can also throw a Wide Lens on it for a 99% accurate Rock Blast or Rock Slide. And that's just pretty good. I like it. Alright, somebody needs to tell me in the comments if there's any reasonable way to use Sudowoodo. Because, like, its attack is alright, but it sucks. Doesn't have a great move pool, doesn't have a great ability. It's a gimmick Pokemon, but like, is it viable at anything? I don't know. I think it sucks. Feather Dance? What was that, Halucha? I mean, like, I know the AI is trying to find super effective moves, but even Fly and Press is neutral, but you decided to go with Feather Dance. When it was at 1 HP, and it wasn't gonna get a chance to attack at all. I smash like if you hate Pokemon AI. So one of the things I wanted to try when Drizzile learned U-Turn was defeating this Shift Ray, which of course is double weak to Bug. You better believe I know all the Pokemon that are double weak to Bug. So I thought, I bet I could take him. And I did about half. And I thought, oh, I'm hosed. But luckily U-Turn sends me back, and I was like, what am I going to do? Linoon's the highest level, but it doesn't know any good moves. Corvisquire is probably my best bet. Oh, it's a Steel type. No, it's not a Steel type. I guess I'm going to use it. And you know what? Corvisquire came in clutch. I was expecting it to be a Steel type and double resist that Grass type move, but it didn't use a Grass type move. It used Astonish. And that was frustrating because Astonish could flinch if it's going faster. But it didn't end up doing that. It resisted the Absorb anyway, and I was able to slowly peck at it until it fainted, and that was good. So, what that did, even though it was a difficult battle, is it added a level 34 overworld Pokemon to my repertoire of Pokemon I could use for experience, which was very nice, since they're all kind of getting over-leveled. So I saw a brilliant Pokemon. You should always encounter brilliant Pokemon. And it was a Combee. And look at this. The very second Combee that I encountered was also a female. So, like, not that I need it, but I'm having super luck with these female Combee, man. There was even another instance. You can't see it here because it was in the fast forward. But a Combee came up to me in the overworld. Came right up to me but didn't, like, engage in battle. And that was also a female Combee. So, like, what's with these odds, man? Why can't I get some of this luck with these max dens? Also, I'm in the middle of a field of these ghosts, and I accidentally pressed the stick and whistled at them, and they all turned and were like, Kiki, Qua, give me blood, or whatever those ghosts were saying in the Pokemon Tower in Gen 1. Man, smash like if you played Gen 1 again and went into the Pokemon Tower and was like, holy stuff, this is dark. So my journey around these first 5 wild areas has taken me to these Watchtower ruins a couple of times, and I had actually been avoiding these ghosts, because I really just didn't think that I could win. They're higher level than the rest of them, and they have high special defense. Looker's not really a physical attacker, and these Ghastly have high speed, so I was really worried that they would outspeed me and just kill me. I tried to use Sucker Punch, but it never used an attacking move, so that failed. I had to go with Water Pulse and hope I was faster. I was. I guess battling all those Ninjasks paid off, but man, I really was not expecting to win that battle. I was like, oh no, I'm hosed. And then, because I'm a silly person, I decided to try and go grab those 50 watts from that den over there. And I probably shouldn't have worried about 50 watts, but I did. I had to run through the middle of a whole bunch of ghosts, and I'm like, they're all going to chase me. I'm going to have to do that again at low health. And nope, didn't have a problem. I was scared, though.
What?
Yeah! Anybody remember that movie, Kart Racer? That was a silly movie. So at this point, it was really late at night or early in the morning or something, and I was sleepy. I was nodding off trying to play this. So I started throwing in wishing pieces and doing the glitch where you soft reset to get purple dens. And I got 3 Binacles and a Bonsly and a Dwebble. And then I accidentally saved on a red den and got a Roggenrola. Before I finally got a den with a Rolycoly in it. And I talked about this last time, that's a danger. You know, here in these first 5 wild areas, you cannot reset the den to get a different Pokemon in that same purple den. But that took me 7 wishing pieces to find a Rolycoly. And the frustrating part is, Rolycoly is 20% in Den 51. And you have to remember that when a Pokemon is 20%, that means there's an 80% chance that you're not going to get it. Which, I mean, it's good to keep that in perspective. But the frustrating part is that I got 3 Binacles, which are 10% in Den 51. So it's like, it's... Also, I tried to use a Colossal in battle. I raised Looker here in a previous file. I had an Inteleon and a Colossal with that Steam Engine ability. And I tried to have Inteleon use Soak on Colossal to not only activate the Steam Engine ability, which maxes out the speed, but turn it into a bulky water type. Which I thought that would have been really cool. It would get stabbed from Scald. I could maybe run it as a special attacker or something, figure it out. Change its weaknesses up, surprise people. But apparently Soak does not activate Steam Engine. It has to be a damaging water or fire type move. So that's frustrating. Alright, time to hit the counter and cash in my winnings. Once again, I got a bunch of TRs for Drill Run. I don't need 17 TRs for Drill Run, so I sold 16 of those. That was nice. I move on to the treasures pocket of the backpack. And that's not treasures. There we go. Stardust. Hadn't seen that before. Honey. Oh my goodness. Smash like if you're playing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl right now and you are remembering how much you hated the stupid honey trees in Diamond and Pearl proper. They're exactly the same as they were in those old games. You smear some honey on a tree, you come back hours and hours later, real-time hours later, they don't respond to you resetting the clock. And there might be a Pokemon on the tree. And if there is a Pokemon on the tree, there's a certain percentage for the Pokemon you want. And everybody talks about Munchlax. Munchlax is only on certain trees, so you have no way of knowing what tree it is, or some glitchy or in-depth ways of knowing which trees have Munchlax. But I was just looking for a Heracross, man. And Heracross has exactly the same percentage as Munchlax. Because Munchlax, if you get a Munchlax tree and it falls on the Munchlax group, then it's 100% guaranteed to be a Munchlax, which is 1%. If you get a Munchlax tree, there's a 1% chance to get the Munchlax group. Within the Munchlax group, there's only one Munchlax. So Munchlax is 1%. Heracross is in the rare group, which is 20% chance to find the Heracross group, and Heracross is 5% chance in the Heracross group. So it is 1% chance. And I gave up, man. I switched my team up. I have still to this day, not in the old games, not in the new games, I have not caught a stupid Heracross on those stupid honey trees. So, all in all, I ended up making $291,250, and I spent them all on 295 Premier Balls, which it just makes me very happy. But I'm at 678 Premier Balls now, so maybe in the next den, or guaranteed in the next 2 dens, I'll have my 999 Premier Balls, and I'll stop having to sell Pokeballs to to get them, and then I can start building up money, and you'll see just how much money I'm gonna make doing this back and forth on these rare dens. So I had to go to den 4, so I went the long way around, found the fishing girl, battled some Pokemon, and played with some candies, and I ended up evolving Barraskewda and getting Corvus Wire up to level 32, and that's that. Da 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 da